Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome freak-banning Pinko sucks. Frank, if you were starting in music in 1986, what kind of music would you get involved in?
I couldn't get a contract, today would be impossible because of the way the record business works. I don't have the right hair for it, I don't wear enough zippers, and the topics of it and the songs that I write are just pretty much out of phase with what's going on in the music business. What kind of music are you writing now? Well, the stuff that I'm doing now is mostly with a computerized music, yeah. And don't you think there would be a market for that today? Not when he uses the voices of senators. I happen to think there is a market for that. But I'm checking out a nasty rumor that somebody is trying to keep that record out of stores in America. You mean you've actually already made the record? Oh, it's out, yeah. You wouldn't know because it's awfully hard to find. It's called freek-banning, the mothers of prevention. But I feel for people. Some people are trying to prevent people, other people from finding out about the prevention. What, how have you done in the, you said that you quote senators. Do you use their voices? Well, oh, can you legally get permission to use their voices? It's all public record. And, what is that? What is the first of the album? There is music. There's a 12-minute piece on there, which is, let's just call it gross conversation.
Transpired in the Senate last September. Now when you say gross conversation, because it wasn't legislation, it wasn't really politics, and it just turned into gross conversation. I mean, some of you might know that I went there and I attended this,
They called it an airing of the issue in which they shouldn't have done. Don't think legally, you can just go in. The Senate called a committee together and take your issue and air it unless you're talking about some legislation. There was no legislation being discussed. I thought it's really inappropriate. Also felt inebriate that 5 of the senators sitting on this commission, or, you know what I call it, committee. It was the Senate Science, Commerce and Transportation, and the issue of rock and roll lyrics, which seems rather appropriate unless you know that 5 of the senators on that committee had wives who signed the original key sheet letter, so it was kind of a cross between a kangaroo court and something taken deeply out of context. I would like to speak in it taken out of context. See, I want to get back to the business of those votes. No, I just had the feeling, sort of, kind of knowing you, that maybe what you did is you took that. Some of the people who were looking to label records probably were reading before the committee on lyrics that they thought might have been too sexual in nature. Just get logical in nature. Well, that's downright.